Do you know your numbers? When it comes to work and strategy and even our personal life, we generally know our numbers. So we understand the importance of a personal budget or a work budget, and we know that we've got to reach targets. You might be in sales, so you understand how important numbers are around that. But when it comes to our health, those numbers are possibly the most important, because without our health and without those numbers being in check, we actually don't have anything else. We can't create the kind of wealth and numbers around wealth and objective and meeting objectives in work as much as we'd want to. So what health numbers are important? A good place to start is to take a look at possibly the 3 biggest indicators for what we're seeing around absenteeism and poor health in almost every kind of organization and across the globe. So to take a look at illnesses related to our lifestyle, I've mentioned before, those would be hypertension, heart disease, high cholesterol, diabetes. And there are numbers that we can measure that can help us understand if we are at risk of these conditions, or if we have the conditions, if we're managing them. So it's a bit like managing a budget. We know that the way that you approach your wallet or your budget can help you create a life of abundant wealth. It can help you avoid having too many liabilities and having more assets. And it's the same when it comes to your body. Your body can either be a liability or an asset. But in order to know that, you need to understand your numbers. So at least once a year, you should know what your number is for your cholesterol. And when it comes to testing cholesterol, there are different levels. You get good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. So if you go for a proper test, you actually want to do a full, what we call lipogram, which gives you an understanding of what is your good cholesterol, your bad cholesterol, as well as your triglycerides. So cholesterol is important. And then your blood pressure is another number that you need to know. And then your blood glucose. So those 3 are incredibly important, because those 3 give you an idea of your risk for high cholesterol or heart disease and stroke, for high blood pressure, and then for diabetes. And you only need to do this, I would say, once a year. Sometimes in our workplace, you might have what we call a health or a wellness day, and people actually come in and they offer this free of charge. But what I find when I work with clients and when we manage and present health days is that the individuals that need us the most are the ones that are so stressed, so busy, that they don't leave their desk and come down. So if you have the opportunity and the privilege to do this at your workplace, please do. And if not, you can often do these tests with your general practitioner, your GP, a doctor, maybe even in your local pharmacy or clinic. And all it takes is a little bit of time once a year. And once you get those values, you'll be told if they're normal or if they're above range. And then ideally, before you just take medication to fix it, speak to a health professional about how you can change your lifestyle to potentially get those numbers back into the ideal range. So we know that around cholesterol and high blood pressure, or managing diabetes and your blood sugar, there is so much that you can do. And all the points on the Wellculator, for instance, we use to help people to manage their lifestyle effectively and get those numbers in check. The next video is going to talk about the 4th number that is incredibly important. And that takes us to what happens after work when we put our heads on the pillow and we want to sleep. So be sure to watch that.